St. Johns County school leaders explain proposed advanced program funding cuts and potential impacts. Concerns are growing across St. Johns County as advanced education programs face potential funding cuts. State legislatures are reportedly targeting advanced placement, dual enrollment, and International Baccalaureate, I can't say it, courses as part of statewide budget adjustments. I practiced it too. It was terrible. St. Johns County student.
Oh, in that case, it was awful.
Ishka Kumari voiced concerns Friday, saying the cuts would significantly hinder both the quality of education and access to higher level coursework. For weeks, education leaders have warned about potential impacts. On Friday, Superintendent Tim Forson pointed to a larger budget picture, saying the state may be reducing education funding to help make room for proposed property and sales tax cuts. Forson explained that when the state reduces overall revenue, local school funding can take a hit unless districts receive a greater share of what remains. Forson also pushed back on data being used to justify the cuts, saying state decision makers received inaccurate information about pass rates in advanced programs. The district clarified the actual pass rates: AP at 79.5%, ACE at 78.1%, IB at 81.7%. Associate Superintendent Don Sapp said those numbers reflect strong student performance and not the low figures cited by lawmakers. While Forson assured that no programs would be eliminated, he said growth will likely be limited. That could mean fewer available seats in crowded classrooms and slower expansion of existing courses. District leaders are now urging parents and residents to contact state legislatures and advocate for full funding of these academic programs. So I'm a graduate of dual enrollment. Mm-hmm. I was one of the early kids in my class or in my high school to do it. There was only 3 other students when I did dual enrollment because nobody knew about it at that point, and it was super new. Like even the local community college, they weren't quite sure what to do. Mm-hmm. So I was told to go to the bookstore and they would give me books, and they hadn't told anyone in the bookstore that. So I was like, this is what I was told. She's like, what? I just give them to you?
That's not a thing.
That's not what we do. And so she had to call her supervisor. They had to double check, cross-reference, carry the one, and then she comes back with a stack of books for me.
Yeah.
So I was very new in the dual enrollment program. That one in particular, I definitely don't want any cuts made to. AP and IB.
Blake was in the ACE program.
Yeah. Okay.
Weren't you in the ACE program, Blake?
Yes, I was in the ACE program at St. Augustine High School, plus a little bit of AP courses as well.
Yeah, I'm assuming like we had AP even back in the 80s. We had AP courses, so and it helps, but I don't know how much of this is anytime there's any type of change or any type of financial threat out there, this type of newsletter goes out.
Of course.
It's like standard hit the "oh no, woe is me" button.
Panic with all the kids and the parents. Button.
Yeah. I'm friends with Tim and Don both, and they were quoted in there. So I don't know exactly what that impact is, but the adjustments are going to be made.
Yeah.
We always make those adjustments as long as you know the rules, you play by the rules. So smart kids are going to be smart kids.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say the second part of that. But you get the point.
Yeah.
So I know we worked so hard for Florida to not be on the bottom tier. We're now in the top tier.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we were number 1 at one time. We were number 49.
Yeah.
So we've worked so hard to shift that dynamic.
For sure.
So I don't know if I want to take any steps back, and if it doesn't cost me extra, I'm okay paying what I'm paying right now. But don't cost me extra.
Yeah, but that is my question though. Is like if there is like actual legitimate cutting of funding to these programs, do you think at some point the school board might say, hey, maybe we should put out another referendum for like another half-cent sales tax then for these advanced programs? And you think voters might vote on that?
No, they wouldn't vote for that.
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't vote for it. I mean, we were able to get the half cent passed here, but if you're talking about a statewide, no, you're not going to get that.
I think there's lots of possible ways for funding schools on a more voluntary basis, a donation basis. It's just a slog. I mean, nobody wants to fundraise. No one wants to be, hit up to donate to things constantly. No. I mean, it is an option.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm guessing no one wants to donate to box tops then.
Box tops.
Yeah.
We did have box tops for a while at our church. I think they're still collecting them.
Mm. So yeah, I mean, it's hard. This one's one of those stories where it's like, okay, here we go again.
Yeah.
But they're gonna find a way. I mean, they're creative over there. People that have been in government for a long time, they figure it out and they find a way.
Why would budget cuts, just devil's advocate, why would that even matter? Don't we have the lotto that's supposed to fund education?
Well, that supplements it.
Okay.
It doesn't fund it.
All right.
It only supplements it.
Okay.
And the haters out there are saying that, oh, the money's not really going. The money's going to it. So don't again, don't let the facts get in the way of a good story. Because a lot of people are out there like saying, oh, well, no money from the lottery ever made it. And that's not true.
Yeah.
It did, and it still does.
Okay.
But it supplements it.
It supplements.
Yeah. So it doesn't. It doesn't fund it.
If these programs do get cut, go out there and buy your lotto tickets.
Yeah. Buy lottery. If you feel really strongly about it, buy lotto tickets, and it'll supplement more.
I don't know if we're encouraging the proper things. Gas Buddy Gas Report. Tell us in the comments.